Packaging's position in the Premier League of waste categories remained unchallenged. And as we know, plenty of that comes from food service. This paper follows on from a report that was done by the same Footprint team about 2.5 years ago. Footprint cannot produce these reports without the support of far-sighted organisations in this industry. As you know, this one is produced in association with innovative packaging manufacturer KP, and we'd like to thank them very much for their support in this project. So, without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Sally Molyneux, who is KP's Director of Sales for the UK and Northern Ireland, to say a few words.
I'd like to thank everybody for attending today. It's great to have so many industry leaders in the room. We're delighted to support such an important piece of work that will benefit our industry as a whole, because we know that working with others to make our industry more sustainable is critical to all of our futures. Consumers believe that all plastics are bad, which means that alternatives to plastic are seen as better, more sustainable, good for the environment. Everybody in this room knows that the arguments are far more nuanced than that, but that binary argumentation of good, bad, hero, villain persists. Consumers are activated to make more environmentally aware decisions. They care. So we need to challenge consumers' perceptions. We need to challenge with information and data. But perhaps it's time also that as an industry we start to question our own perception on what consumers will and won't do. So I hope you all find today very useful and enjoy your lunch.
One of the first things we wanted to do with this report was try and get a better idea of how much hospitality and food service packaging is out there. And that's an incredibly difficult thing to do. A survey just yesterday that I think it was 28,000 people maybe by Ipsos Mori across a number of countries, and 3 out of 4 people said they want single-use plastic banned as soon as possible. Basically, the customer takes more clues about your sustainability and what you're doing on sustainability from the things you're doing with your packaging than anything else. We could have done a whole report on the implications of net zero for packaging, what packaging means to them as part of their targets towards net zero. And they're treading quite a difficult balance there between work on plastic pollution, for instance, and climate change. And already we're seeing some interesting decisions making.
Thank you to KP, and particularly Roxy, who has really supported this project. We published the Curse report to this 2.5-3 years ago, which is still being downloaded today. So this is a great successor to that, and we really hope that you'll share it within the business, within your businesses, and with your peers and so forth. And most of all, we hope that it will really make a difference to what you're doing. So thank you again, everyone, for coming. Thank you to KP. David, thank you for your brilliant presentation, and we hope to see you soon again at the Ivy.